G'day guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be doing each AFL team's most underrated player and in brackets or whatever, in my opinion. So don't give me hate in the comments if you disagree, which you probably will, because this is just my opinion and everyone thinks different. So no hate in the comments, please. But you can write down, give me feedback and stuff. Just don't. No hate. Okay. So yeah. I've came up with each team's most underrated player, in my opinion. And yeah, let's just get into it. And I think a few people have done this in the past, but it hasn't been done this year, I don't believe. So yeah, let's just get into the video. Alright, so we'll go in alphabetical order. First we got Adelaide, obviously. I've went for a bit of a known player, but he doesn't get the hype that he deserves, and it's Paul Season. Yeah, I think he was originally at Collingwood, but whoever he came from, he's an absolute gun in my opinion. And yeah, he's a really good winger, probably best in the comp. Maybe, I can't think at the top of my head. He might be, who knows. But yeah, I reckon he's up there with Adelaide's best players. I don't think he is, but he's one of them. Alright, Brisbane Lions, we got Eric Hipwood. Yeah, he goes under the radar when you've got Danaher, Cameron, McStay, Sheen, Cockatoo in the forward line, so he does go under the radar, and he's a really solid forward. So it's gone with Eric Hipwood. For Carlton, now I've gone with Paddy Dow. I think I love the bloke, and not many people get around him. Many people don't really like him, but I think he's pretty good. I'm a big fan of him. Yeah, he definitely should get more hype. Alright, Collingwood. Now, I'm not sure if this bloke's underrated. Tell me in the comments. Jack Crisp. He's a great bloke. He's one of Collingwood's best players, I reckon. He can run off half back really well. Left foot, beautiful left foot. And yeah, I think he's a gun. Essendon, we got Sam Durham. Now, not many people know him. Bit controversial, this one, because he hasn't played too many games, but from what I've saw of him, he's a really good winger, an upcoming winger, and yeah, I just love him. He looks pretty good player. Alright, Freo, we got Liam Henry. Now, Liam Henry is a small forward. Most people would know him, but he goes underrated a bit with Michael Walters. So yeah, I reckon he's a really good small forward, really good up-and-coming player. So yeah, I've gone with Liam Henry. From the Cats, I've gone with Mark O'Connor. Now, obviously he's a tagger, but he can play back as well, and I think he goes underrated. Most taggers do. But he's a really good tagger when he does have to tag the best. He usually does the job. So yeah, I've gone with Mark O'Connor. Suns, I've gone with Alex Sexton. He's been there for a while now, the Suns. He might even be a regional player, not sure. But he's a really good player. He's a good forward. He gets goals. I do like him. And yeah, he's a gun. I reckon he's pretty good. From the Giants, we got Harry Perryman. Now, Harry Perriman's, he can play really any position, really. He can kick big goals, he can play back, he can play wing, whatever you want he can play, really, apart from ruck and key positions, because he's not tall. But yeah, he's a really good player for the Giants, one of their most valuable, I'd say. Obviously not the most, but one of them. Alright, now, my team, the Hawks. Now, obviously when it's your own team, you're gonna think of a lot, but I've gone with Lockie Bramble. He's a gem. I found him from Box Hill. I don't even think he was on the list at the start of our year. We picked him up thanks to Sam, and then Sam Mitchell told him, Clark obviously, something to play him. So that's a good sign from Sam Mitchell. He's done a couple of good things, put Nash in the midfield and all that, so they're really good signs. But Lockie Bramble, he's a really good he can dash off half back. He can play wing. Really good player. From the D's, I went with Alex Neil-Bullen. He's actually a really good player. Yeah, he's just a really good player. Small forward. He can play mid as well, I think. He's a really good player, and he goes under the radar. So now we got Taron Thomas from the Roos. Now, there's a lot from the Roos because they are an up-and-coming club, but Taron Thomas, he kind of gets hype, you could say. I don't know if he's underrated, but he's a good midfielder. He's moved into the midfield. I think he used to play forward, but the beauty is he can still play forward. So yeah. Next is Will Drew from the Power. Most people don't even know him, and he's a really good midfielder. Like, his pressure's good. He can get contested possessions, and he's a really good young player from the Power, and he does go under the radar. From the Tigers, I've gone with Kane Lambert. Now, he is a gun, and he goes under the radar when you've got Dusty, Cochin, Revolt, Lynch, all them Riolis, all them good X-Factor players. But Lambert's a really good midfielder, and he definitely does go under the radar. So now we've got Cooper Sharman from the Saints. Now, he's only played 5 games, so it is a bit controversial. But he looks so good. Like, in all the games that I've seen him play, he's taken marks. He's a really good player, and he's one to look out for. From the Swans, I went with Errol Goulden. Now, there's about 5 young guns I could have went. Stephens, Campbell, Rowbottom. Probably, he's not as young. Goulden, who I did go for. And then Chad Warner. There's heaps of them. And, yeah, I've gone with Errol Goulden. He's just a really good midfielder and one to look out for, or if you haven't already. And he could shake the final series up as well. From the Eagles, I've went with Jack Redden. Now, he's had a really good season. One of the Eagles' most consistent players. He's a really good player. He's just a really good midfielder. I think he can play half-back as well. From the Doggies, I went with Lockie Hunter. Again, star-studded midfielder. He goes under the radar. I love him. And, yeah, especially Bailey Smith, the other winger. Hunter just flies under the radar. You can rely on him, and he's a really good player. Alright, so that's all the teams, guys. If you did enjoy the video, please like, please subscribe. And remember, no hate in the comments or chat, because I think I'll premiere this video. And, yeah, see ya. Also, say if you like this idea. See ya.